And yeah, let's just do this. BOOZHOO, and welcome back to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am NANABOOZHOO, and over here, the lovely and the multi-talented weather girl, yep, Natasha. Ikadon BOOZHOO, Weenie Mooshane. Say hello, sweetheart. BOOZHOO, Gakina. Hello, everyone. And over here, the rock star cartoonist, Michael Lyons. Ikadon BOOZHOO, Niji. Say hello, brother. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the show. And today is what is today? It's Abatuse. Wednesday live stream. Abatuse, we're halfway through the week. We're doing an evening live stream. And this Wednesday, March 23rd. And this has been your headline news. Up next, the weather with Natasha. Thank you, NANABOOZHOO. Nah. Hey, everybody, and welcome to the weather report. Current weather conditions in this tri-state area. In Bemidji right now, it's 35 degrees. And as you can tell from the rain, or from the graphics, we're going to get a little rain. It's going to get wet tonight. It's going to be cold and wet. 35 degrees in Bemidji. That's Fahrenheit. Down in Park Rapids, it's 34 degrees. Grand Rapids, 34. Fergus Falls. I can't help but notice these are all the non-Indian towns. I wonder what the weather is in Red Lake or Cass Lake. I guess we'll never know. Racist weather report. And in Ashland tonight, it's 32 degrees Fahrenheit. In Rhinelander, wherever that is. Rhinelander. We got 33 degrees. Just a little colder, huh, sweetie? Yeah, sure looks like it. And then Ladysmith, Black Mambazo, it's 34 degrees. And this has been your weather report. I am Natasha. Now, back to you, NANABOOZHOO. Thank you so much, sweetie. And there you have it, the weather report. That might have to become a regular feature. So what's going on? Kaya's here, sweetie. Well, BOOZHOO, Kaya. How you doing? And Always Learning, BOOZHOO. Hey, Always Learning, what's going on? John Redcorn, BOOZHOO, Niji. How's it going? Thumbs up, everyone, says Kaya. Give us a thumbs up. Put your thumbs in the air like you just don't care. Oh, wee, oh. Oh, oh, wee, oh. Wee, oh. What is that? I thought I was doing Prince. Yeah. But then as I started singing it, I just realized that's a song those guys sang in The Wizard of Oz. Remember those guards before the Cowardly Lion, the Scarecrow, and the Tin Man. Oh yeah, the witches' guards. Yeah. When they were marching around, they were, oh, wee, oh, 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 wee. The Wizard of Oz. Thank you, John. The Wizard of Oz. You know what? I might as well just jump right into it, huh? Yeah. I know I said the live stream was going to be, how to say you're beautiful or something. Just clickbait, Trying to grab somebody who's actually trying to research. Hey, I just really quickly need to. How does one say you're beautiful? Oh, what's this? A short video? And then they get here and it's me droning on. Okay, very quickly. Gi Mikawadas. You are beautiful, sweetie. Oh, get out of here. Gi Mikawadas. You are beautiful. And Giza Ga'in. I love you. Nah, I love you too, sweetie. Right? But
And I'm not saying this. I'm just trying to teach this. Gimanides. Hey.
What?
Gimanides. Gizengenam.
Why, how dare you?
Gimanides. You are ugly. Gizengenamin. I hate you. You're ugly and I hate you.
Why did you say that?
That's right. You know, you're going to live by the sword, you die by the sword. Anyway, we'll come back to this later because what I want to talk about is ZAGENDAM MISHIBIZHI, the so-called cowardly lion. Since we're talking about the Wizard of Oz. Very briefly, kids, if you haven't seen the movie, I don't know if it's on Blu-ray yet or whatever the kids are playing movies on. It was a popular movie when, you know, my grandparents were kids. The Wizard of Oz. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. That's right. Bluebirds flew. This is a story of a little girl named Dorothy, which is the proper way of saying Dorothy.
It really is, but I've never known anybody who actually pronounces that second O.
Dorothy. There's a little girl named Dorothy, as they say in the movie. And her dog, Toto, which the band is named after. And what happens? Dog runs away, bites an old lady or something. She shows up at the house, and she's like, hey, I'm here to pick up that dog. You know, he's a menace to society. And I got a letter here from the mayor or from the cops or something. It says, I can take your little dog. And Dorothy's all, no, please, don't take my dog. Oh, you mean old witch. But they let her take the dog because Dorothy's parents or aunt and uncle, whoever they are, aunt and uncle, suck.
Yeah, they really do.
Yeah, they just let the old lady take their niece's beloved dog, Toto. Well, he escapes, and a big old tornado comes in. Again, you know, the farm hands and Auntie M and Uncle whoever go save themselves in the root cellar. They just close the door. They're like, where's Dorothy? Who cares? Let's save ourselves. And they go down. She goes to the bedroom, and the tornado just picks up the whole house, knocks her in the back of the head, and takes the house away from Kansas, lands in the Wizard of Oz. A bunch of midgets come out. We represent Peter Dinklage. Peter Dinklage. Nah! You know. And pretty soon they tell you, you got to go on you got to go see the Wizard of Oz. You want to get home. He's the only one. Here's the golden path to the Wizard of Oz. And off she goes. She meets a scarecrow who can sing and dance pretty well. And he wants a brain. Then she meets a tin man, whatever that is. He wants a heart. Even though he's perfectly functional as a robot or whatever he is. He's a tin man. He chops wood. Tin Man's mysterious. We'll talk about that too. But then, so-called ZAGENDAM MISHIBIZHI, the cowardly lion. The so-called cowardly lion. You know, they go walking through. They meet each other. They sing songs. You know, they're good friends. And then they get into kind of the dark part of the woods. And this guy comes out and he's all like, put her up, put him up, put him up, put him up. You know. And he tries to act real tough. And Dorothy slaps his face. And he starts to cry. And he's like, what'd you do that for? I'm just a cowardly lion. I'm scared of everything all the time. You know. And they're like, hey, listen. We know you're scared. We're going to go see the Wizard of Oz. You know, he's going to give Scarecrow a brain, going to give the Tin Man a heart. Why don't you come with us? Maybe you can grow some balls. We'll get you some balls from the Wizard of Oz.
Sweetie, don't say balls.
Is balls bad?
Yeah.
Testicles.
No, just get courage.
Okay, get courage. And he's like, okay. And so off they go. Somehow they end up taking a nap in the opium fields.
That was so weird.
Yeah. They can see the Emerald City. So I don't know what year this was, but apparently somebody dreamed up an Emerald City, a city of glass and all this stuff in America. Where there's crazy horses, drawn carriages, and like steampunk technology. But before they get there, they all pass out from the poppy fields. We're out of the woods, we're out of the and we're in a poppy fields. What did they shoot heroin? Is that like code for we're doing drugs before we get to the opium city or the Emerald City? But, so there you go. They wake up when it starts to snow. And finally they get into the Emerald City. They get all duded up and they meet Wizard of Oz. And he's like, wow, you made it, And they're like, yes, please. Oh, powerful Wizard of Oz, won't you help us? You see my friends here, they want Scarecrow here, he wants a brain. And the Tin Man wants a heart. Cowardly Lion wants some courage. And me, little Dorothy, I just want I want to ride home. That's all I ask. Tornado blew my house here and I killed that one witch. And now that other witch has been tormenting us. And the Wizard of Oz was like, yeah, listen about that witch. I'll give you what you want, but you got to do something for me. Great and powerful, Oh, and by the way, he's a demon. They get to the Emerald City. They have to go down this long, church thing. And it's just this floating demon head and fire. And he's like, I am the great and mighty Oz. So then they tell him all this. And he's like, yeah, okay, listen. I know I'm a demon, but I can't kill witches for whatever reason. I want you to go and kill the witch for me. And then I will grant you your requests. And the Cowardly Lion was like, talk me out of it. And he runs away. And they're like, oh, that silly Cowardly Lion. He's too cowardly. ZAGENDAM MISHIBIZHI. The ZAGENDAM MISHIBIZHI was too cowardly to want to commit murder. And, but Dorothy and Scarecrow and the Tin Man, they talk him into it. Like, come on, man. You're a lion. You've killed before. This is just an old witch. And, Dorothy needs a ride home. You got to do this for us. So he's like, okay. So they go into the castle, and that's what started this off. And then there's guards. And, oh. And so what do? They sneak up behind the guards. Then they jump. 4 guards are kind of approximately their size. I'm assuming it was just the guys who did. I don't think at this point Dorothy killed anybody. But Cowardly Lion, by this time the Tin Man's armed with I think he's got a battle axe or something. And then Scarecrow's got a gun, a revolver. But anyway, they jump these guards, knock them out or kill them. I don't know, probably kill them. Put on their clothes and leave them there naked and beat up or dead. They're like, okay, now we can sneak into the castle. And they get up there and sure enough, there's the witch. The witch, whatever that means. Oh, I'm sorry she wasn't a Catholic. Doesn't mean she was a witch, you guys. But anyway. So she's She's like, oh, I'm going to get you or something. I forget what happens, but Dorothy, like, pours water on her. And she's like, no, that's the one thing that kills witches. Oh, I'm melting. I'm melting. Water will melt a witch like salt or something.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And so the witch melts into just a puddle of nothing. You know, Scarecrow reaches over and just picks up her clothes are just empty. And she's dead. Or her hat or something. Oh, I know what it was. It was her broom. She lit her broom on fire and she's like, I'm going to burn up this Scarecrow. And Dorothy goes, no, leave him alone. She throws water on her. And then that kills her. They're like, well, you did it, Dorothy. You killed somebody. And Dorothy goes, I've killed 2 people today. They're like, oh, that's right. Your house killed her sister. Well, let's go bring this broom back. You know, come to think of it, we could have just gone out and bought a broom and then lit it on fire and told the wizard that we killed the witch. I mean, we didn't have to show him proof of a body or anything. But anyway, so they bring this broom. Hey, look, it's a broom. So you got to go, here's our end of the bargain. We killed for you, Oz. Now, give him a brain. But just then, a dog, he goes around the curtain. And the great and mighty demon head is like, pay no mind to that man behind the curtain. I am the mighty, powerful Oz. I will have you kill for me again. But nope, little Toto, he pulls that curtain, and it's just a man in there. And he's operating this holographic projection and fake fire and augmented vocal audio with just levers and stuff. It makes you kind of go, what kind of technology did they have in those days? I don't know. But so it turns out Great and Mighty Oz is just a guy. And he goes, listen, Scarecrow, I don't need to give you a brain. You're a smart guy. You are smart. But here, just makes you feel better. I forged a college diploma. It's got your name on it. It's a Scarecrow. It's from Syracuse University in New York. I gave you a PhD. It's I know it's fake, but you can frame it or something. Make you feel smart. And sure enough, Scarecrow just rattles off some math equation. He goes, I am smart. And he goes to the Tin Man. He's like, hey, Tin Man, you say you don't have a heart. No, man. You got a heart. You got a lot of love. You're a very loving person. You just happen to love dudes. That's being gay. You're a gay dude. You don't need a heart. You need to go to this special summer camp. It's called Conversion Summer Camp. Here's a brochure. The Wizard of Oz was kind of into harsh conversion therapy. He was one of those guys. Yeah. And he goes to, who's next? Oh, Cowardly Lion. He goes, ZAGENDAM, MISHIBIZHI. He knew a little Ojibwe. ZAGENDAM, MISHIBIZHI. Cowardly Lion. You think you're not brave. You think you got no balls. But listen, man. Look down there. I know it's under a bunch of fur, but you haven't been fixed. You're not like Michael's cat. He's not like Bagheera. Goes, people call you a coward because you're on guard. That's being sensible. You live in a haunted forest. Unlike the Scarecrow who lived in a cornfield and Dorothy who lived in Kansas. And even the Tin Man, you get the impression he worked in the woods, but he didn't live there. I felt like he lived on a tin spaceship or something. Yeah. Only MISHIBIZHI actually lived in the woods. He was an actual animal. Or was he like a were-lion? You think he was like a werewolf, but a lion? I don't know. They just called him the Cowardly Lion, but he might have been a half-breed human lion, for all I know. Or maybe he was bit by a lion and he, like a werewolf, turned into a I don't know. But anyway, he goes, listen, cowardly lion, you're not a coward. You live in a place with flying bats, witches, gay lumberjacks, that's being sensible. The reason you survive is that you are sensible. This idea of being cowardly, that's unfair. Just diving headlong into murder and stuff like that doesn't make you brave. I don't care what these guys talked you into doing today. But he goes, Dorothy, you want to go home? You had the power all along. I don't know why those munchkins didn't tell you this. Everybody knows this around here. You click your heels together 3 times. I could do it myself. I'm from Minnesota, but no. He goes, you're wearing the witches. Oh, yeah, that's right. You have to wear special shoes, so he couldn't do it. He goes, listen, I know the Tin Man's been eyeing those ruby slippers of yours. Those bejeweled, high-heeled pumps or whatever they are. No, Tin Man, those aren't for you. You go back to the YMCA, will you? But instead, he goes, you just click your heels together 3 times. Saying, no, there's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. So she did it. Sure enough, she wakes up. And it's all black and white again. She goes, Auntie Em, I can't believe it. I was in the Wizard of Oz. No, I wasn't in the Wizard of Oz. I was in the land of the Wizard of Oz or something. I was in the Emerald City and in a Munchkin village. And I met these guys, and you were there, and you were there. But that's impossible. And they're all like, what did you learn, Dorothy? You're in a movie with a lesson. What was the moral of the story, Dorothy? And Dorothy goes, I guess I learned that if I ever go looking for my heart's desire, I don't have to look any further than my own backyard. Because if it's not there, then I never lost it or had it in the first place. Or something. Stay complacent. Have no goals. Never leave the farm where my indifferent uncle and aunt and the farm hands left me to die when the tornado struck. That's what I learned. And they're like, yeah, okay. I guess this is the end. And this is the story of the Wizard and the Wizard of Oz. Total, what's her face? Judy Garland. But mostly it's about a sensible lion that everyone thought was cowardly. ZAGENDAM, MISHIBIZHI. And this is also our phrase of the day.
That's a good story, sweetie.
Thank you, baby. So what's next?
You gonna play that sad song?
Yeah, okay.
Or do you want to take a call?
Why don't I take a call? We'll take a quick call.
Line 2.
All right, line 2. Caller, welcome to the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. You're on the air. You're on the air.
Hi, NANABOOZHOO. BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO.
Oh, hello, Pope Francis. How are you?
Not too bad, just sitting around, smoking cigarettes, drinking some wine. I was watching your show. That's a really good story.
Oh, did you like the story of Dorothy and her friends?
Yeah, The Wizard of Oz. I saw that on a movie once. That was a good movie.
Ah, yeah. So what can I do for you today?
Well, I wanted to call in and talk about witches.
Why?
Well, you said that lady wasn't a witch just because she wasn't Catholic. If you're not Catholic, you're a witch.
That's not true.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm kind of buzzed. Hey, what was the Ojibwe word of the day anyway?
Well, today is Abatuse. It's halfway. Abatuse. Wednesday we call Abatuse.
Abatuse. Halfway. Well, I'm halfway to 3 feet in the wind.
You're halfway to 3 sheets to the wind?
Yeah, I'm halfway drunk.
Listen, Pope, I got to get going. This is too easy of a joke.
All right. Well, hey, can I request a song?
Yeah, of course. What song would you like to hear?
You know, you guys did that one song. It was about the blues. The blues run the game.
The blues run the game. Yeah, we can do the blues run the game. You feeling blue?
Yeah, that always happens when I drink. I get the blues.
Yep, that'll happen. You know, they call it a depressant for a reason. It makes you depressed. All right. Okay, well, I'm going to let you go. We'll play that song for you.
All right. Well, hey, Giga Wabba Man, Manawa, Nanaboozhoo.
Hey, yeah, very good. Giga Min, Minawa, Pope.
Wow, he knows how to say, I will see you again in Ojibwe.
Sure does.
He's been watching the show.
Yep. This is the blues run the game.
Take a boat to England, baby, maybe to Spain. Wherever I have gone, anywhere I've been and gone, anywhere I have gone, the blues are all the same. Send out for whiskey, baby, send out for gin. Me and room service, honey, me and room service, babe, me and room service. Well, we're living a life of sin. When I'm not drinking, baby, you're on my mind. When I'm not sleeping, honey, when I ain't sleeping, mama, when I ain't sleeping, well, you know, you'll find me crying. Living is a gamble, baby, loving's much the same. Wherever I have played, anywhere I've rolled them dice, anywhere I have played, the blues are all the same.
Oh, blues run the game.
What a beautiful song.
Yep. Mika wadazi Nagamon. Nagamo. Mika wadazi Nagamo. Beautiful song. Nice job, Michael. Hey, thanks a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Lyons, the rock star cartoonist. And, that old Jungle Book.
Yeah.
That is the most gorgeous artwork to this day I've ever seen.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, that whole movie is just stunning. Someday I'll do a review of the Jungle Book and all the music and stuff. Anyway, Aunt Tifa the Slacktivist. I love it. Bonjour, Aunt Tifa.
It's Auntie Tifa, sweetie. It's Aunt Tifa the Slacktivist.
Welcome to the show. And John Redcorn says, ding dong, the witch is dead. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. La 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 dee da, hoka hey, grassroots Indians. BOOZHOO, Grass Roots, what's going on?
Is Grass Roots here?
Sure is.
Well, BOOZHOO, Grass Roots.
Tammy King. BOOZHOO, Tammy King. Tammy King's here, sweetie. Hey, we got a warning. What is this?
Oh, what is it?
Hold on a second. Warning, heads up. We've detected copyrighted audio and video on your stream. Your stream may be temporarily... And then something else. I bet you they cut our stream.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah, because I stole that Disney thing. Whoa. Crap. Did you guys see the song? I wonder what that's going to do.
Well, you gotta steal from Disney.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow. I guess we know who Big Brother actually is. Disney. Wow. Sierra Skenendorda. BOOZHOO, Sierra. Good to see you. Welcome to the show. We were just talking about Walt Disney. Kai says, we saw it. Oh, good. Okay. They warned us it might be temporarily paused or something. But then I was like, well, I don't understand the rules in YouTube. I took that clip off of another YouTube channel. That YouTube channel could show it. Why can't I? What, I gotta pay Disney something? Don't you got enough money, Disney? But anyway. Yeah, I just love Jungle Book. And that scene, well, since we could see it, let's talk about that scene for a second. Okay, if you haven't seen a movie, basically it's kind of about, it's about a couple of things, you know. It's about being a boy, wanting to stay wild, live with your guy friends out in the jungles and just celebrate, eat, drink, and be merry. But then not being allowed to and being pushed into society. It's almost about being colonized. They wanted to colonize his mind. But he had two basic friends. There was Baloo, the lovable bear, who wanted him to stay with him in the jungle. Well, because you see, Bagheera was raised by wolves. But all the animals in the jungle knew that, oh no, man, you know, this is a man cub. He's going to grow up and be a man, and they'll hunt us and burn down the jungle and stuff. And sure enough, in the end, he does burn down the jungle when Baloo is fighting Shere Khan. But anyway, they try to get him to... Bagheera, the Black Panther, is trying to get him to leave the jungle. He's like, no, I'm sorry, son, you got to go. And he's kind of like a father figure, kind of an uncle, saying, no, you got to... I'm going to take you to the man village. You belong there. We love you, but it ain't right. And this ain't the way of nature, you know. But his buddy Baloo loves him. He's like, no, forget it. Just live out here like a bear. All you need is the bare necessities. Just enough to eat. A good place to sleep. What do you care? But then in the end, he meets a girl carrying water, and it's all over. He's like, whoa, wow. You know, power of, yeah. In the end, he leaves his bachelor life in the jungle, wildlife, for domesticated life with a cute girl. But anyway, this scene, this was probably the first time I ever cried at a movie. I'm sure I was 5 or 6 years old when I saw this movie. And it's a scene where Shere Khan, tiger, the terrifying, smooth, English-speaking, murderous tiger, he wants to kill Mowgli before he grows up. And Baloo defends him. But they think Baloo got killed in the battle. Since I'm going to get a copyright strike anyway.
Yeah.
Baloo, get up. Oh, please get up.
Mowgli, try to understand.
Bagheera, what's the matter with him?
You've got to be brave, like Baloo was.
You don't mean... Oh, no. Baloo.
Now, I know how you feel. But you must remember, Mowgli, greater love hath no one than he who lays down his life for his friend. When great deeds are remembered in this jungle, one name will stand above all others. Our friend, Baloo the bear.
He's cracking me up.
The memory of Baloo's sacrifice and bravery will forever be engraved on our saddened hearts.
Beautiful.
This spot where Baloo fell will always be a hallowed place in the jungle. For there lies one of nature's noblest creatures.
I wish my mother could have heard this.
It's best we leave now.
Come on, man cub.
I know, that's sad. The scene is so sad.
Isn't it? Yeah. It's probably the first time in my life where I was introduced to the concept of death. I was 5 years old when I saw that. Maybe I'd never even thought about death before. Until that scene. Just overly dramatic. Not overly, perfectly dramatic. But then he jumps up and he's fine, you know. Jungle Book. So anyway. What do you think, sweetie? You want to get up here?
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to let Natasha get up here. What do we got for a crossover song, sweetie?
I think we're doing Emily.
Oh, yeah, this is great. This one's written by Michael Lyons. And it's called Emily. Miigwech Bizendawieg. Thank you for listening.
Check 1 2, check 1 2. Check, 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 check 1 2, check 1 2. It's just seeing how well the audio.
Let's see, how do you want to do this?
Emily's got one crazy eye. She looks to the west and she looks to the sky. Don't ask how she sees when she looks. She's watching you and me.
Do you want to look at some gibberish?
And Emily knows something about blow. Dizzy white snow finds its way up her nose.
Hey, Grandma. What is it, honey? Have you seen my coat? Did you check the closet? Did I check the closet? Oh no, I was looking in the fridge here. Thanks. What a good tip. Oh, here is this. Never mind.
I can only say that I've seen better days, and this is my mistake, and I'll get only what I take.
Well, I've decided to quit the show.
You're quitting the show? Why?
Well, I just figured it was time, Sometimes a man's just gotta do what a man's gotta do, right? You understand, don't you?
No.
Well, I'm sorry, Natasha, but
but I gotta do this.
But I'm gonna miss you.
I know. I'm gonna miss you too.
The best I could do with what I had and all I knew, and we will fight all night. I don't see how we got here now, and this is all I have, and now it's all I have to give. But I can only say that I've seen better days. This is my mistake, and I'll get only what I take. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow.
I don't know. You got anything you want to add to this?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I guess. So just want to remind everyone, if you want to support this show financially, you can send us a PayPal, buy us a cup of makere mush kiki wabu, buy us a cup of coffee, or we have a Patreon page where people sign up monthly, and if you sign up on Patreon, we'll send you a book like Snow on Skin, or just come over to YouTube and subscribe. We got a lot of fun stuff over there too. Alright. I don't know, I guess that's all I had to say.
Okay. Alright. Well, let's just wrap it up then.
Okay. Miigwech! Thank you. Miigwech! Miigwech! Thank you so much. I wanna thank you. Thank you for being a friend. Miigwech God. Hey, Anichi. Thank you for being a brother.
I'm not your brother. I ain't your Niji.
No, you're my weenie machine. You're my sweetheart. Oh. Okay, hey, BOOZHOO everyone. Natasha, in addition to cause. Natasha's my name. And, yeah. So, it occurred to me, Michael.
What's that?
This episode of BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO has a lot of your cartoons in it.
Yeah, it kind of does.
And, a lot of raining. There was rain sound effects in that last song. And in the Blues Run the Game with the Disney thing. I think the show is kind of about rain. Give me one. Should that be the word of the day?
It can be. You want me to change the title?
Nah, who cares? Today is the giveaway word of the day. Gimikawadas, you are beautiful. I could see right inside your... people don't know this, but on live streams, I can see you too. You know the way you can look into our home? I can see right in, and you're beautiful. Gimikawadas, you're beautiful. Gizakain, I love you. Oh, I just love you. Oh, I'm sorry. It switches around. I was talking to somebody else. Now hello. Now I'm talking to you. Gimanadiz. You are ugly. Gee, Jinganeman. Niman. Jinganeman. I hate you.
Who are you talking to?
I don't know. I'm pretending I can see them. Oh, you're ugly. I hate you. So, this is the weird thing about when you say I love you and I hate you. You do it kind of backwards. I don't know why, but when you say I and you, it's like you love you that I love. Zagain. G means you, but also g, if you're going to say you beautiful, gi mika what is. You beautiful, mika what is. Gi mika what is. You're ugly. Gi manandes. Manandes. And today I think I would like to talk about this very sensitive subject. Beauty and ugliness. As a beautiful person, a lot of times people don't want to hear me talk about beauty. Well, let me just say this. Don't hate me because you ate me. No. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. No, I'm just kidding. But we're living in an age where everyone calls everyone else beautiful. Oh, she was beautiful. What a beautiful woman. You know? I have a friend who's a elderly woman in her 60s. Actually, every elderly woman I'm friends with, and to call them friends, I know, mother figures, aunties, these aren't my blood relatives. These are just women I've known who I would talk to. Every one of them over 60, every one of them overweight, gray, wrinkly. You know, these aren't the kind of women, you know, who, they're not Madonna. They're not trying to look young. But, and he's like, oh, you're friends with her? Oh, she's so beautiful. Like, oh, yes, thank you. She's so beautiful, this 65-year-old woman. I was like, well, no, she's a 65-year-old woman. She's ugly.
Don't say that.
She's ugly. She's fugly, sweetie.
Hey.
No, I'm kidding. But they are beautiful. You can be beautiful at any age. Radiant, beautiful, beauty. That word means so much. So many different aspects to it. But being ugly, that's skin deep. We all know when you're ugly. But nobody ever calls anybody ugly. And we call people of every size, oh, she's beautiful. I have this other one, I don't know why there's like a fat acceptance movement.
What do you mean?
You know how like Lizzo and, what's that? There's a model who's plus size. So you mean the fat model?
Oh, yeah. She was just in the news recently.
Yeah. They'll say, oh, she's so beautiful. And I've known people who will like talk about women I know who, yes, they have beautiful hair and beautiful features, symmetrical eyes and ears and stuff, but otherwise are 300 pounds. It's like, are we all believing that this person who's 300 pounds is beautiful? What's her name? She's just covered in tattoos. Tess Holiday. Everyone goes, oh, Tess Holiday is so beautiful. Look at her. She's beautiful. And they hire her for everything because you know why?
Why?
Because Tess Holiday isn't selling bathing suits. Tess Holiday is selling hair products, makeup, clothing to other land whales like her. And so it does work. Have you ever noticed like how fat girls, why am I talking about this, sweetie?
I don't know.
Why am I down this alley?
I don't know. You are such a sexist. Do you hate women?
No, of course not. I'm just kind of musing on
should we call fat women beautiful? And I'm going to alienate all our fat different audience meeting. Yeah, what are you doing? I'm sorry. Anyway, what else have we learned today? Beauty and ugly. You're all beautiful. Nobody's ugly. I'm, yeah. That's one of those things. If you ever admit that you're beautiful, suddenly people find you ugly. If you say, oh, I'm so beautiful. You know you're not. You're so ugly. She's ugly. She's ugly. I don't know, sweetie. Okay, so what weight before you call fat? Okay, good question, Jim. What weight do you have to be at before you're called fat? When is an appropriate weight to refer to somebody as fat? Like Brian Seltzer is fat. Yeah. Is it okay to call him fat? He knows he's fat. Maybe it's never nice to call anybody fat. Can you call people skinny? Yeah, because it's a compliment. Well, maybe some people are what is that called? Where you I can't remember the word either. But they don't like themselves skinny. I don't know. When is it okay to shame somebody for their body image? That's today's question on today's BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. At what size? I think, I don't think we're doing anybody favors by pretending. Okay, Kaya says, I'm too skinny. All right. Kaya says she's too skinny. Everybody loves to jump on it. You're going to get everyone to say, yep, that's right. You'd be even more beautiful if you're a little overweight. But again, is it possible? I don't know if it's possible. It's like, oh yeah, it is. Anorexia is a real problem. I secretly wish my butt was fatter. Oh yeah, okay. That's an Ojibwe thing. That's different. But but being too skinny, they used to say you can never be too thin or too rich. But Tess Holliday came out recently and she goes, I'm anorexic too. It's like, no, you're not. You're 350 pounds. But here's the thing. I don't really want to mention it because they might watch a show and I feel bad. The thing is, you don't want to hurt people's feelings ever. But I knew 2 girls. I'm not going to say much more. Because I know Indian country is really small. And Bemidji is really small. And so people are going to piece it together. But I knew 2 young girls who were related. Who were both enormously, dangerously overweight. They could barely walk. They hobbled around. 2 teenage girls, by the way. 17 to 18. I knew them pretty well. They're... Okay, I don't want to give too many details about their family life. But let's just say, for whatever reason, nobody was monitoring their diet for their whole lives. Both these girls were dangerously, enormously overweight. And as a result, had all kinds of self-esteem, just personality issues. They were very Indianish. They could barely speak. And again, their families just kind of, she just doesn't like to talk. She's Indianish. They were kind of laughed it off. Oh, yeah. And nobody would ever mention, you'd only say, oh, you girls look so beautiful today. Look how beautiful you are today. Oh, look at you in your jingle dress. You're so beautiful. Both of you. And they were both, remember, they were like remember those guys, those twins who rode the little motor scooters? Yeah. the Guinness Book of World Records fat. They were like those guys. And I remember thinking, see, I don't want to hurt their feelings by just recognizing, I'm not giving their names publicly, that they were weight. They know they're fat, I guess. But we would get together and try to work with them. They had a lot of problems. And it'd be the one thing we didn't talk about was going on a diet. You know, it's such a touchy subject. Because when you're thin, fat people they'll shame you and shut you up. You're not allowed to talk about weight when you're thin. People think you're so lucky you're thin. It's like, no. I went on a diet and I watch my diet. And I always have. We don't just become fat or thin. But I do know something about losing weight. I lost 20 pounds once. And kept it off. For mostly changing my diet and whatever. Not a big enough deal. But what I learned when I was doing that is that here's my little advice from Auntie Natasha for young chubby girls and boys. If you're fat, number one, your grandma loves you. She's not going to tell you you're fat. But you know it. You don't need a biology degree to tell when you're overweight. You don't look good. Most people don't have the problem of having too unrealistic, We have a real problem with being fat and then trying to justify it and be in denial about, I look pretty good for my age and, not too bad. Those Hollywood actors, you would have to have a trainer and be on steroids to be thin. That's unrealistic. The human body has a big fat beer belly. Like, no, that's just being overweight. And the people who love you aren't going to be honest with you. And we come from a people who are famously living for the moment in so many different ways, but sometimes it's in our diet. It's like, to heck with it. I'm just going to eat a pizza. To heck with it. I might as well finish off the pizza. It's expensive. Tomorrow I'll start eating sensibly. Tomorrow I'll stop eating ice cream cake. Whatever. But the thing is, you will start to feel beautiful. If you ever saw somebody who lost 20 pounds and they're still 250 pounds or whatever, they will throw out that sweater and start wearing tighter stuff. The trick to feeling happy and getting momentum is to see progress. You don't have to get to your ideal weight all at once. You just have to start losing a little weight. When you see that you're moving in the right direction, and when you can have some faith that, you know what, I just lost 10 pounds. Yeah, it took me 3 weeks. But in 6 weeks, at this rate, I'll be 20 pounds. 12 weeks, I'll be 40 pounds. Next year at this time, blah, blah, blah. And everybody's life just opens up. There's something to do with losing weight. Maybe it's overcoming any addiction. I don't know. But if you want to lose weight, do it. You know how. Eat less, exercise more, drink more water. Don't drink pop. Don't eat sugar. It's that easy. And this has been Natasha's moment of Nabwakawin. Natasha's moment of wisdom. Sweetie. You tell him, baby doll. I don't know. Why am I talking about this, sweetie? Because you're feeling guilty about calling fat people ugly.
Yeah. I used to have this friend, Sarah. We did this thing. Hi, Sarah. Sarah Softitch. If you ever watch a show, I know you probably do once in a while. Sarah was this wonderful violin player. Or fiddle player, she would have called herself. It's the same thing, just different kind of music. But Sarah was small town girl from the range would play a fiddle and acoustic guitar, and we wrote songs together for a while. But we noticed that she'd come over to practice, and she'd be like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'd be like, "Oh, good, what's up?" She goes, "Oh, you should have seen the fat person I saw in your hallway. Must have been 350 pounds. You're kidding, really?" And then it just seemed like more often than not, we would find ourselves getting in a conversation about fat people. And neither of us are fat. We're like, are we the worst people in the world? I'm totally preoccupied with the subject of, hey, you should have seen the one I saw. You know, like, wow. It's like, when I was growing up, somebody would see deer on the road. They'd come in like, hey, welcome home. What's up? Oh, I just saw 3 deer on the road. No kidding. With Sarah and I was like, hey, what's up? Oh, I just saw 3 fat people. Oh, really? Where at? Oh, they're crossing the street very slowly. And they were all holding frozen pizzas. They're not frozen pizzas. But anyway, it's like, we go, God, do we hate fat people? So, but I guess it's because it's a taboo subject. I don't know. Anyway, what are you looking at? Skin and bones?
Nothing. Quit fat shaming our audience.
I know. Do you want to say anything?
We remind them to support the show.
Yeah, sure. Hey, everyone. If you'd like to support the show, we've got links in the description to Patreon, PayPal, and GoFundMe. And Michael Lyons has books for sale. Whoops. Books for sale like BOOZHOO ZAGENDAM at Amazon.com. And without further ado, I think I'll just wrap it up.
Okay.
Just want to say from the bottom of my heart, Miigwech, Bisandawi egg. Thank you for listening. And Miigwech, Ganawabi egg. Thank you for watching. BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am Natasha. This is NANABOOZHOO.
Okay, miigwech.
This is Michael Lyons.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
And I will see you again. Gigawabamin. Minawa. Sweetie?
1 to teleport.
Make it so, number 1. See you tomorrow.
All right. It's not working.
Gotta jiggle the mic.
Oh, here we go.
Crashing down, crashing down, crashing down, crashing down, crashing ashes, ashes, crashing all fall. Crashing ashes, ashes, crashing all fall. Crashing ashes, ashes, crashing all fall. Crashing ashes.
No, please, I didn't mean to peek into the magician's hat. Let me go!
Button your lip, punk, and start walking.
Where are you taking me? Who are you?
Avast there! The mighty hoodoo will deal with you, you spy!
Spy? I'm not a spy. I just wanted to look into the magician's hat.
Take him away!
Let's have a bite together.
No, stop. Let me go.
Get the move on. Let's go. Crank him. Come on, you.
Crashing ashes, ashes. crashing down.
Open up! We've caught a spy!
I keep telling you I'm not a spy.
Shut up, spy! Open up!
Crashing down. Crashing down. Crashing down. Crashing down.